And the same thing for the other eye. Now for the ends, let's bring it down slightly like this. Now let's add another curve on top. Now for the ends, let's curve it up for the eyelashes. Next, let's draw the pupils with a circle underneath. And then inside each one, let's draw a small circle in the top right. Next, add a line underneath each eye. And then some diagonal lines under the eyes to add some shadow. And lastly for the eyes, let's add the eyebrows on top. And that's it for the eyes. Next, let's add her bangs on top. In between the eyes, let's draw a curve down, over, and back up. Then a pointed piece next to it on the right. Now on the right, let's curve it down, bring it over, a small V up, curve it down again, and back up. Then let's add one more piece over to the right and up. Next, let's move over and draw the left side. Let's curve it down, over, a V shape up and down, curve it out to the left, and back up. Now underneath the bangs on the outsides, let's draw another piece of hair down and up like this. Next, before continuing the hair, let's draw the shape of the face. Let's start on the sides and let's draw angled lines in. Then let's curve them down to a point. Next, let's move in the center and draw the nose. Let's start with a line down, and then a pointed line out to the left. Next, underneath, let's draw the mouth with a straight line. And then add a small line below it. Now let's hop up and draw the ears. Let's draw a curve on the top left here, and on the top right. And then add another small curve inside each ear. Now let's finish drawing the hair. Let's move up in the center, and let's draw a curve down, on the left, and then back up. And then one more curve down to the ear. And then from the right, let's curve it all the way down to the ear like this. Now let's add her braids. Underneath the ear, let's draw a curve down, and then back up. Then on the inside, a curve like this. Now let's follow that same pattern all the way down, getting smaller as we go. Now let's do the same thing on the right side. Now at the ends, let's add a small black square. And then the bottom of the hair with a point down and up. And that's it for the head. Let's move down and draw the body next. Let's start by drawing curves down for the neck. And then let's continue them over to the braid for the top of the shoulders. Now let's draw two curved lines down, leaving a gap in the center. Then let's draw a long triangle on both sides. And then a small triangle at the top. Now from the bottom, let's bring it down on both sides, like this. Next, let's move up in between and draw the collar of her shirt. Let's start with a V shape at the top here, under the neck. And then curves down on both sides. Now let's move below it and let's draw a long V down, and another one below it. And then let's draw the tie. We'll start with a V shape inside and 2 angled lines down. Now let's move down and draw the bottom of our sweater by drawing 3 curves. Now let's finish drawing our jacket. At the bottom here, let's curve it out on both sides. And then from the bottom of the pigtails, let's bring it in and down. And the same on the right. Next, let's move in and draw some details on the jacket. On the left side, let's draw 2 lines for the buttonholes. And then on the right side, let's draw the buttons with circles. Now let's draw the crest on the top right of our jacket. We'll start with a line across, angle it down on both sides, angle it back down and in, and then a curve across the bottom. And now inside, let's draw a large letter N. Now for the bottom, let's draw lines out on both sides, down, and then bring it down to a V. And that's it for the details. Let's move on to the outside now and draw the arms. From the top of the shoulders, on the other side of the pigtail, let's draw a line down, like this. And the same thing on the right. Now at the bottom, let's curve it back in. Now at the bottom of each arm, let's draw another rectangle shape. Next, let's draw the hands. Underneath, on the inside, let's draw the thumb with the curve down, then curve it down and back up. And let's do the same thing for the right hand. And that's it for the hands and arms. Let's move in and draw the skirt next. Underneath the jacket, let's start with angled lines down on both sides. Then let's draw a curve to connect them at the bottom. Now inside at the bottom, let's add some angled lines for the skirt pleats. And that's it for the skirt. Let's move down and draw the feet next. In the center, let's draw a line down. Then for the outside, a small line down and then angle it out. Now let's close off the bottom by adding curves. Next, let's add the details of the shoe. From the inside, let's angle it in, down, and back toward the center. And the same thing on the other shoe. Now let's do the same thing on the outsides. Now let's add the shoelaces in the gap with an X. And now above, let's add a curve for the shoe tongue. Next, underneath, let's draw a line down in the middle and on the outside. And then let's connect them at the bottom with curves. And then let's add vertical lines inside. And that's it for Wednesday. Now let's quickly color her in.